guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video guys, I am so excited, but we're gonna be reviewing the new Teresa is Lethal collection. This is her second collaboration with Lethal Cosmetics. Not only does she have an eyeshadow palette, but she has highlighters and blushes and eyeliners. So you guys want to see what my thoughts are on this entire collection is, what this collection is all about, and where you guys can find it. Well, then definitely keep watching. Okay guys, so welcome back to another episode of Vlog-O-Ween. Oh my god, it still feels so good to say that. I love this time of year. You guys know that October is my absolute favorite month of the year. It's my birthday month, it's my anniversary month, and it's Halloween month all month long. And I love the fact that I'll be posting every single day this month. So for today's video guys, I am so excited because we're gonna be playing with the new Teresa is Lethal collection. Guys, if you guys do not know who Teresa is Dead is, then I swear you guys are living under a fucking rock. She truly is so fucking funny. I love her dearly. Not only is she amazing online, like you guys see who Teresa is online, but I also have the wonderful pleasure of knowing her offline. I have known Teresa for years, long before she was ever Teresa is Dead. I just knew her as Teresa. We used to go to Halloween Horror Nights together, and now that she's moved here, we have been hanging out. I actually stream every Wednesday night with her husband. Alex is bored. You guys have got to come check us out. Go follow him on his channel because him and Teresa have been streaming some horror games, and it has been absolutely freaking priceless. I'll make sure I link them both down below, but truly Teresa is absolutely amazing. She's a wonderful friend of mine, and when she first did her first collaboration with Lethal Cosmetics, she did the Lethal is Dead. I love this palette. This was the first time I ever tried anything from Lethal Cosmetics, and I thought Teresa did such a fantastic job with the color scheme. Such a beautiful palette. I loved playing with this palette. I actually ranked this in my top 25 Halloween palettes. If you guys have not seen this, this definitely made an honorable mention. So when she let me know that she was working on a second palette, I lost my freaking mind, because as a small beauty content creator, I don't know, you don't really get recognized by a lot of big brands. So when a brand wants to work with you and create a palette with you, you guys it's truly like such a moment. Like, to have your name on a palette is freaking everything. And I'm so fucking proud of her because I know that's a true achievement. So here we have the Teresa is Lethal. This is her second palette with Lethal Cosmetics. First we have Lethal is Dead, followed by Teresa's Lethal. Can we take a moment to appreciate the outside packaging? First off, aliens. Hello. I actually am wearing Teresa's Dead merch right now. It says Alien Slut on the back. Go check it out. Go check out her merch. I freaking love this. And it literally coincides with this so beautifully. I didn't even plan that. I didn't even realize that this is going to match perfectly, but it does. But here we have Teresa's Lethal. I'll make sure I have the price points listed right here for you guys. And when you open it up, y'all, here is the color scheme. So freaking beautiful. Now this shade right here, TV Dinner, let me tell you, when I swatched it the first time, the way that, as Teresa's Dead would say, my makeup dick got so freaking hard. I'm not kidding. It was such a perfect silver. I really don't have that many silvers in my entire eyeshadow palette collection, which is so weird, right? But I really don't. So to have this beautiful freaking silver, I was literally melting all over it. I need to have it right now. Such a freaking gorgeous shade. And I think it really complements the rest of the shades in this palette. So here is the Teresa is Lethal. Now this does retail for $39. You are going to get 9 full-size shadows in here. I know a lot of people are going to say that this looks kind of similar to her first palette. Let me show you guys this comparison between the two. This is her first palette and this is her second palette right here. You guys can see some similarities, but honestly guys, looking at it in person, they're vastly different. Like for me, this is the hot older sister. This is the hot older sister where, you know what, where she's like, you know what, you've had this show, you know, here's Lethal is Dead. And she's like, move over, bitch. Let the real star shine. She truly is the star of the show. I think she's definitely the hot older sister. And I also think she complements her first palette very, very beautifully. Very, very beautifully. So I'm going to quickly swatch the palette on my hand so you guys can see what the shadows look like. And then we're going to dive into the 2 highlighters and the 2 blushes plus the liquid liners as well. I'm also going to swatch Lethal is Dead on this hand right here so you guys can really see a side-by-side comparison between the two. Okay, so the first shade we have is TV Dinner. It's my freaking favorite. We have Area 51. We have Area 52, this beautiful Space Duster shade. Pew Pew! Hive Mind. Plutonium. this beautiful shade right here called Space Trash, followed by Venus Envy and Specimen 3. All right, so here's her first palette. And here's her second palette. So you guys can see there are some similar colors, but honestly, they're both so drastically different. Like you definitely can tell that these really do complement each other, but they're two separate palettes, two separate colors, and they really do stand out all on their own. Okay, so next Teresa's rolling out with these two magnetic face powders. They're gonna be like kind of like blushers. They're like shimmery blushes. They do retail for $15.50 a piece. We do have two beautiful colors. Let me go and show you guys what they look like. First one, we have the shade Plan 9. I'm not gonna lie, this kind of looks like bacon. And the first time like I actually saw it in person, I was actually hanging out with Teresa at her house. I was like, she even said that this kind of looks like bacon, and it does. Like it looks like bacon, but you're gonna have that beautiful like peachy blush right there with a really beautiful shimmer. So let me go ahead and swatch this. So you guys can see that shade right there. You guys see how that has like a little shimmery shift right there. Now for me, I'm not the biggest fan of shimmery blushes because I do get so oily. So these might not be the best for my skin type. However, they are really beautiful. But I do know that Teresa, oh my God, she loves a very good shine on her face because she's also dry. I'm the opposite. I'm completely oily. Okay, so next we have the shade Cryostasis. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize, but this is beautiful. Honestly, I would probably utilize this one as an actual eyeshadow topper right here because of how beautiful this is. So let me go and swatch that again. That is stunning. That is such a gorgeous shade. I would honestly use this as an eyeshadow topper because it's so purpley. And for me, I don't really do blushes like that as well, like blush shimmers, but it is so beautiful. Could definitely utilize as an eyeshadow topper. Okay, so next Teresa is rolling out with two magnetic pressed highlighters right here. There's two of them. They do retail for $20 a piece. And there's one of these highlighter shades that is just so gorgeous. So the first one we have, shade Eviscerate right here. This beautiful, like gorgeous, like white highlighter. Like, need I say more? Like, do we not see how gorgeous that white highlighter is? So freaking beautiful. It's really hard nowadays for me to find a perfect like white highlighter because I love a white highlighter to do like my inner corner and brow bone. And if I'm trying to do like really fun looks, or I also take white highlighters and I put it right in the middle of my eyeshadow look to really make it pop. Such a freaking gorgeous shade. Then we have the shade Moon Rock right here. This beautiful like green iridescent shift. Do you guys see how gorgeous these highlighters are? So unbelievably gorgeous. Absolutely obsessed with these. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to play with them. And last but not least, Teresa's rolling out with two Side FX eyeliners right here. They do retail for $15.50 a piece. And what I really like about her eyeliners is that she creates very unique shades. Last year, she did like a navy blue cool tone, but like also like a bright green, and it was so freaking beautiful because you really don't see a lot of eyeliners that look like that, and I thought that was so genius of her to create those colors. So we have two new colors right here. We have Galactic Glue with Galactic Goo, and we have Harvested. So this is how Galactic Glue looks right here. It's like this beautiful deep like emerald green. Like, do you not see how beautiful that is? Now for me, I don't do eyeliners. You guys know I don't do eyeliners, but I will say, wow, this made me look like I freaking like lost my tip of my finger. I don't do eyeliners, but I will say this is absolutely stunning. Now what you actually can do, I would assume, I could be wrong, is you could actually probably utilize these as eyeshadows. You could also like eyeshadow bases. You could also probably utilize these as like lip colors, which is what I intend to do today because you guys know I don't really use eyeliner like this just because I suck at it. But you could definitely use these as like beautiful like lip liner, like lipsticks. You guys can also use them as like eyeshadow bases is what something I would do. I would assume that if it's safe for the eye, then it's gonna be safe for the lips, I would assume. But like, can we take a, oh my God, you guys see that? That is such a freaking gorgeous red. Oh my God, that is so freaking beautiful. It's almost like blood. I love it. You know what it reminds me of? When she wrote the term harvested, it made me think of War of the Worlds, where that freaking thing came down and like sucks the blood out of people. Ugh. So with that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and zoom you guys in because I am dying to play with this collection. You guys have no idea. When I first saw this, I was like, sign me up right now. I need it because it's just, this TV dinner shade is just, my God, so freaking stunning. So I really want to play with that silver shade today. I think I'm going to play with like the silvers and like the blues and the greens because that's just like calling out to me a lot. And it just kind of reminds me of like aliens. And I love that color. So we're going to go into the shade Space Duster right here. And we're going to put that all up in my crease area. I just want to take a moment to thank everybody who has given me compliments on my backdrop. I love my background this year. I think it's just so freaking beautiful. And I've had so many of you guys saying that you guys want to fly me out to your homes to like decorate your house for you. Guys, I have had these decorations now for a year to 2 years. I buy everything from Michael's, and I show you guys like how I decorate my background from like fall to Halloween. But let me tell you guys, no freaking lie, I edit out so much of me standing here and staring going, well, what should I do? Like, I edit out so much of that because it gets really freaking boring. But it's so funny because when I did my video that I posted yesterday for you guys, I didn't realize that the whole time I was showing you guys that I had a Christmas coffee mug. Yep, that's the coffee mug that I bought last year for my Christmas giveaway because I really wanted to have like a hot mug like featured, and so that was one that says Merry Christmas. I actually don't have a like Halloween coffee mug. How weird is that? I don't have one. I really should. But yeah, and I just kind of laugh because like how ironic is it that I'm putting up Halloween decorations but my mug says Merry Christmas, and someone like clocked me for it, but like in a really funny manner. Okay, so this shade is laying down so beautifully. I would say this is like a mix of like a blue gray, very gorgeous color. That's what I really like about Teresa because she picks colors that are different than what I'm used to, and I really do appreciate that she does that. I'm really happy that she did move down here because it's allowing me to have the opportunity to get to know her and Alex on a deeper level. And I really do enjoy hanging out with them both. Like, we just got sushi the other day together and it was so much fun. It was like one of those like revolving sushi places where like you pick the sushi off the thing and like you eat the sushi, you put the plate back. It was so freaking cool. I did vlog some of it. You guys will see that in a vlog coming up. But it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. And then we just went back to their place. Corey was like helping with their computers and me and Teresa were just sitting there shooting the shit. And it's just honestly like a lot of fun. And I'm just really glad that she's down here because, you know, doing YouTube can be very lonely. Paige lives in Jacksonville and she's my only other YouTuber friend in reality that like lives anywhere near me. So like having someone to talk to who can understand, it's so nice. Pressure's on to like make this like a really pretty eye look just in case Teresa's watching. Now I feel like there's pressure on me and I'm just like, all right, so now we're gonna go into the shade Specimen 3. It's like this beautiful like, I don't even know how to describe this, like a blue-green shade. I don't know. It's so freaking pretty. We're going to take this. We're going to put this in the inner corner as well as the outer corner as well. Just going to lightly stamp that right there. Such a beautiful shade. Okay, so now that that is laid down, we're going to go into that shade Venus Envy right here. We're going to lay that right next to that blue. I really hope this blends really well. I'm trying to do like really fun, festive, like Halloween colors this season because I think it's so much fun and I'm really trying to like test my own skills by kind of branching out. Granted, I'm still doing like similar eye looks because there's only so many techniques I know how to do, but I'm trying to branch myself out and like try different like fun creative looks because this is the month to do it. You guys know how much I love Halloween and I've been obsessing over the Halloween looks I've been creating lately, and some of you guys have been enjoying them and like wanting me to show tutorials, which is just so crazy to think that you guys wanted me to like show you guys how I do stuff because I am still just like I don't know the proper term, novice or something. Amateur, like, what's the correct term? I'm not a professional. Definitely not like, I don't know. I'm okay. I'm okay at makeup. This shade is laying down so beautifully and it has such pigmentation to that. Do you guys see how beautifully that's just blending all on its own, and all I'm doing is just tapping on top of that? We're going to go into that shade TV Dinner, which is what I've been dying to go into because this shade is just, I mean, it is just truly the perfect silver. I'm going to start to place that right here. Oh my God, yes. So I think what I'm going to do just to blend it just a little bit more, we're going to go into the shade Moon Rock, this beautiful like highlighter. I'm going to place this like kind of like right next to that silver just to kind of like bring out that green just a tad bit more. Okay guys, so here's the look so far. It definitely is very cool tone. You guys can see where that green kind of blended in with those blues, but I actually still really do appreciate it because you guys can see that it's still underneath it. It kind of adds like a beautiful base to it. It's very cool tone, and I don't play with a lot of cool tone colors. I have so many warm tone colors in my collection, so it's kind of refreshing for me, and I still think it's really beautiful all on its own. So what we're gonna do today, because you guys know I'm not the best at eyeliner, we are gonna play with this green eyeliner right here. This is the shade Galactic Goo. I'm gonna show you guys how I would utilize this as an eyeliner as well as an actual like lip topper as well. So I'm gonna go in with my E38 brush from Bling Brushes. This is my brush with Bling Brushes. And I'm gonna go ahead and take it on my brush very lightly like so. And I'm actually gonna stamp it along the waterline like this, because I don't like actually do liquid liner. I just kind of struggle with it. I usually do this liner with eyeshadow, but because it's this like liquid liner, I'm gonna just use it just for this purpose, just to show you guys how I would use it if I use it as eyeliner. So I'm just gonna kind of stamp it right in here. This is gonna make it easy so that when I do put on my false lashes, it's gonna help to blend my real lashes with my false lashes. Now, like I said, typically do this step with actual eyeshadow, but I wanna show you guys that you can use liquid liner to do this as well. I just prefer to do this with eyeshadow because if like you mess up, it's so easy to fix. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do is now that the eyeliner is lightly laid on, you guys can see where it's a little bit messy, but honestly, I don't mind that, because when you put the false lashes on, it's gonna kind of blend it all together. So it's gonna blend it all together. So I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up this eye right here, do my other eye off camera. We're gonna come back and do the highlighters, the under eye together, and I'm gonna show you guys how I would actually utilize this as a lip topper today, because it's so beautiful that I really wanna show you guys how it's utilized. So let me go ahead and do this real quick, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, now that the eyes are on and the base is done, we're gonna go back into this palette. We're gonna go into the shade Specimen 3. We're gonna put that right underneath our waterline. You guys can notice that there is a lot of sparkle all over my face. It's from TV Dinner. TV Dinner has definitely left a lot of fallout on my face. So something to definitely take note if you guys don't like to have like, you know, glitter fallout on the face. Like this one definitely has spread itself around and it's definitely leaving its mark. But since we are kind of going for like an alien-like vibe, I'm not gonna mind it too much, but typically I would be like, because it gets so oily, it will accentuate the oil over time. But because I am trying to go for like a Halloween alien style look, it's actually working with it right now. But typically I would not like when there's a lot of fallout like that. Then we're gonna go back into that shade Venus Envy. We're gonna blend that out with Venus Envy. I will say this is such a beautiful green, but it is a little bit on the lighter side too, so you really do have to kind of build it up to get the desired green effect that you want. But when you get it, it's beautiful. Like it blends so beautifully. Okay guys, so now that the eyes are pretty much done, I just threw on some ColourPop Bright Liner. We're gonna go into the shade Plan 9 right here. We're gonna take it on my F33 brush. This is my favorite blush brush. We're gonna take it, we're just going to slowly put that on the face. Ooh, okay. So this definitely adds a nice sheen to the face. You guys can see right there where I'm already shining. Like I'm already shining. So this is something that won't be necessarily for me in terms of a blush, just because I don't like to have a shiny blush because I do get so oily, but it is still a really beautiful color nonetheless. You guys can see where it does have that beautiful lumosity to it, where you definitely have that radiant glow. So if you didn't feel like putting on a highlighter, you technically don't have to, because this already has that in there for you. But I will say, regardless of it being already shiny, it definitely has a really beautiful like peachy vibe to it. So for highlight, we're actually gonna go into the shade Moon Rock for highlight, because since we are having like a green eye look, I do want to play with this shade. And then we're going to use the shade Eviscerate for my inner corner and brow bone. So I'm just going to take this on my F36 brush, and we're just going to lightly, wow, that is such a gorgeous green. That is so beautiful. Do you guys see that? So beautiful. Has that beautiful like wet shine that I love. That is so pretty. Okay, so for the inner corner, we're gonna go into the shade Eviscerate right here. This beautiful white highlight. I'm gonna take this on my small little brush. We're gonna put this on the inner corner as well as the brow bone. Okay, so since we are in the month of Halloween, I do want to rock a black lip. So this is the only black lip liner we have. So we're going to go in with this lip liner today. I'm going to quickly line my lips, and I'm going to show you guys how I would utilize this like a lip topper to like kind of complete this look. Alright guys, now I'm going to go in with my Lunar Beauty Wicked Liquid Lip. You guys can use code Allie, save you guys 10% off this liquid lip. Mind you, this is a semi-matte, so it does have the ability to transfer, so I just want to give you guys a heads up with that. But I'm only going to put this like on the outer rim and like the on the outer corners before we go in with the lip liner. So I'm just going to go right here, kind of like that. Okay, then I'm going to kind of like pat out the outer lines right here, just kind of. And then I'm going to take the shade Galactic Goo, this green one, put on my finger, beautiful green, and we're going to start to just pat that on. Now, of course, if there's anything you mess up with, you can just go back in with that black lip liner. You can just go back in with that black liquid lip and kind of just fix the areas that got a little bit too messy. All right, because I want this to just stand out just a tad bit more, we're going to go in with the shade Moon Rock, and we're just going to lightly take it on my finger, like so. And I'm just going to literally tap it right in the center, just like that. Ooh, that's so pretty. And that is the lip look. That to me is so freaking pretty. I freaking love that. So this is the final look. All right, guys, and this is the final look. So what are my thoughts on the new Teresa is Dead collaboration with Lethal Cosmetics? I freaking love it. I do. I freaking love it. I am obsessed with the eye look that he created. Not only do I think this lip pairs so beautifully with it, but I feel like I could have wore like my everyday neutral lip and this still would have been absolutely gorgeous. Like this eye look to me, I think is so pretty. I think the reason I'm also obsessed with it is because it's like cool tone and it just gives me like alien vibes, swamp monster vibes, and just everyday beautiful eyeshadow vibes. Like I am truly obsessed with like how this whole look turned out. Like I can't stop being conceited and just staring at myself because I just love the way that it looks. Here we do have the Teresa is Lethal. Now this palette does retail for $39 and I have to say it is a really beautiful color scheme. I think it really does complement her first palette beautifully and it definitely stands out all on its own. Like there definitely is some comparisons, but to me this is like the hot older sister that's coming over to take the show. Now the only issues that I do have with this palette is just a particular shade right here called TV Dinner. I am obsessed with this beautiful shimmer. I'm obsessed with this shade. It is the prettiest silver I have ever seen, but it does have so much fallout. If you guys can't tell, there is really sparkle all over my face. And for someone like me who's really oily, I do not like that because it is going to accentuate the oil and it's not going to look very good on me within the next couple hours. But since we are going for like this alien-esque vibe, I don't mind it. But I want to let you guys know this is such a beautiful shade, but do expect some fallout with this shade because it is so pigmented. There is going to be some fallout. Also, the two shades I did play with, the Specimen 3 and Space Duster, beautiful. Very beautiful cool tone blue greens. I'm obsessed with that. And the shade Venus Envy, this is the type of shade that you definitely have to build up. It is very light in pigment. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more pigmented. However, you do have to build the shade up, but when you do, it can be so pretty because not only can it be built up, but you can also kind of tone it down and it's gonna blend very beautifully with the other shades in this palette. Now, I haven't played with like this row right here, and I have played the shade Space Trash. It's a beautiful like duochrome shade shadow right here. So freaking beautiful. And I think this can really have enhanced this look as well, but I just really wanted to go for something more like alien-esque and just cool tone swamp monster vibes, and I am living for it. This is such a gorgeous palette. I think Teresa did such a good job with the like outside packaging, creating like the alien feel to the inside colors, the shade names. I think she did wonderful. So that is freaking fantastic. I definitely can't wait to keep playing with this. Then we do have the two blusher shades. I only played with Plan 9 today, this little bacon looking shade. We do this also have the shade right here. Now mind you, this is going to be a blush slash like a highlighter kind of mixed into one. So for someone like me who's really oily, it is not going to work for my skin type because I am so oily. You guys can definitely see that shine right there. So I'm not the biggest fan in terms of like the type of formula. The shades are beautiful. Like for me personally, I wouldn't necessarily use these as blush, but I use them more as eyeshadows because the fact they do have that beautiful shimmer to them. It's gonna look gorgeous on the eye. And these also pair beautifully with her palette. Like you can literally take these and mix and match with the shades in her palette, which will make it work beautifully for me. It is pretty on the skin. I definitely did not need to put a highlighter on it today because you do see that beautiful like lumosity right there. But this definitely accentuates my texture and I'm gonna get super oily and it's not going to mix very well with that, but it's still a really beautiful shade nonetheless. I think she did a good job with those ones. Then we have these two highlighters. Teresa knew what she was doing when she picked the highlighter shades. Like I had no doubt. She is very much into highlight just like me. She loves to have the highest pigmented highlighter where she can like go outside and she's like, beam me up to your master. Like that's how Teresa is. I freaking love it. And she picked two beautiful highlighter shades. I am obsessed with these shades. They can have so many uses to them. This is Inviscerate right here. I think it definitely is a beautiful white highlight. I use it as an inner corner and brow bone highlight today. Super freaking beautiful, but you could also use this and like you could tap this on any eyeshadow look that you're wearing. Like it can really enhance your eyeshadow look. You could also tap it onto your lip to add a little bit more boldness to your lip. It depends on what you're going for. This is the prettiest white highlighter shade. I truly am obsessed with this and I can't wait to keep playing with that particular shade. We have the shade Moon Rock right here. I did not expect to love it as much as I did. One, it's a beautiful, perfect like green highlighter, but two, adding it to this lip right here just like changed my whole lip. Like not only did I use it as an eyeshadow today to help blend it with the TV Dinner shade, but using it as like a lip topper, say less. Say less. I think it's so pretty. Like, do you guys see that shine right there? That's this. that is this. Teresa did such a freaking good job picking out these highlighter shades. I truly am obsessed with that. And last but not least, we do have the eyeliners right here. Now, I did use the shade Glatta Goo to like line my upper lid right here. Very beautiful, very easy to apply, but using it as a lip base today, this is probably the prettiest green lip I have ever created. I don't have like a deep green like this as like a liquid lip form. So this is going to be staying on my desk all month long for me to be using this for tons of like lip looks like this, because I want to do a lot of like Halloween inspired looks. And this right here is going to be perfect to create those beautiful colorful lip looks you guys see right here. This is such a beautiful like emerald green. Like this is stunning. Like this is what I wanted like my brush set to be with bling brushes. If I didn't go with red, I wanted this particular color because it's just so damn beautiful, and Teresa did such a good job with this one. Everything's gonna be available on lethalcosmetics.com. You guys can't use any discount codes there, but if you guys go to Camera Ready Cosmetics, you guys can use her code. However, it's a one-time code, so if you guys already used the 10% off code with her, you guys can't use that code again, but you can always create a new email and that will allow you to use a code for her. She does have bundles over there as well. Some things are available on pre-order because she did sell out over there, and she's close to selling out over on Lethal Cosmetics. And I just have to say a huge congratulations to her, because I know how amazing this opportunity is for her, and for her to sell out her first collection and they brought it back, but her to pretty much sell out her second collection, that is freaking fantastic. I am so damn proud of her. So Teresa, congratulations on another beautiful collection, another successful launch, and thank you so much for sending this my way. You know how much I love you and I look up to you. You are truly like goals for me here on YouTube and just in life. So yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. I'll make sure I list everything about this collection down below where you guys can go get your hands on it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed another episode of Vlog-O-Ween. Make sure you guys also go head over to Teresa's Dead channel. Go say hi. Like I tried to like her. Hi. Or I tried. But make sure you guys go follow her. Go follow her husband, Alex is bored, because he streams 3 or 4 nights a week, and we stream together every single Wednesday. It's such a good time. I freaking love them. And make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up, because it really does help me, and I'll be posting all month long in the month of Vlog-O-Ween. I'll be here every single day. I also do have another channel. It's R for Life. It's where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And of course, I cannot leave this video without saying thank you to the most beautiful, wonderful patron members ever. I freaking love you guys. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys seriously so much for being here. You guys have no idea how much it means to me. I love each and every single one of you, whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, or you guys didn't subscribe. I freaking love you. So yeah, guys, with that said, I love you, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye. Hey guys, what is Dead collection? But Teresa had an amazing opportunity last year to review. I'm so excited because in today's video, we could where they're like a mix. Next, she's also rolling out with two magnetic pressed highlighters. These actually do retail for $18 a piece. Next, Teresa's also rolling out with two magnetic face powder. There's lip liners. You guys can probably use lip liner. You can probably use these as like lip liners. Or also, I just want to like thank everybody who is complimenting on my. I just want to take a moment to thank everybody who was complimenting on my back